the topic of the message. Well, here's the thing. I did some researching, and and I come to this understanding in my long time research of what God is trying to reveal to me, and I ran into look, here's the problem I really have with Christians right now. They don't know that a new world order is coming. The way the actions of Christians these days, they think that they're supposed to dwell on this earth. They don't really look at themselves as pilgrims passing through. They think they're supposed to be here for a long time. I mean, no, this is not our home. Heaven is our home. But a bad thing is going to happen in this world called the New World Order. How many Bible prophecy experts, how much the Word of God says that this world is coming, to an end. I mean, or a one world order by an Antichrist in the Scriptures. And it's like these Christians are like, so caught up in this world. They're like, they don't see no urgency to try to live right or do things right. They have no urgency to try to get things together. I mean, really, really more likely follow the Word of God in predicament. But in particular. But I'm going to talk about, the thing is, the summer solstice. Well, here's the thing about what you don't know because y'all caught up in the world, nonsense. Summer solstice is one of the most powerful time period on the earth. It's considered, when I did my research, a powerful time, spiritually. And here's the thing. Now, the thing is, what you need to understand about the ideal of the seasons and the time to every purpose under the heavens, that, both sides, Satan and God, knows the most important season. Both of them, it's like I tell people, it's a chess match between God and Satan. Now, God did this sign in the heavens in June 5th, 2011, and he did this sign of a blood moon, or they call it a bullseye blood moon. And a bullseye blood moon is like a blood moon that lasts for a length of time. This bullseye blood moon was over Jerusalem. It was over Jerusalem. It was like literally the person calculated. I mean, it was literally over Jerusalem, Israel. And it lasted for 100 minutes. Wow. That's a long time for a lunar eclipse to remain blood for 100 minutes. And in that lunar eclipse, it was a sign. I got videos of this. There's a sign that, it started near on the zodiac off of the southern of Ophiuchus. You know what I'm saying? The southern parts of Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is a man that's holding the serpent. And it's funny that it's aimed at the southern part of Ophiuchus at his feet. You know what I'm saying? And it moves, the solar eclipse moon moves all the way to the cross. What they call the zoo. Something, the church cross, zoom, the crosses, and the people that knows about the crosses, know what I'm talking about. There's crosses, and it moves to the cross. Right there, it shows that God has showed the victory over the enemy in the heavens. Now, the interesting part about this pattern that happened, and when he showed that, is it showed this in June 15, 2011, that it went to the summer solstice. But now in that time, in that June 8th was the day of Pentecost. But did you know the day of Pentecost was established near the summer period? Near the summer period. Spring and summer period, both, you whatever you want to call it. But the day of the Pentecost was established near, some in June-ish. You know what I'm saying? And near summertime is where the power of the true fulfillment is established, that both sides in the kingdom of light and the kingdom of darkness knows. Now, I did some interesting research as well, follow the pattern. See, here's the thing you got to understand about what's going on concerning, the spirit of darkness. They operate according, they know if they want to take on God, if you're going to take on the God of the universe, you got to take on him in order, by order, concerning a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Pattern is a power concerning the order of how things come about, concerning, pretty much a universal ideal concerning spiritual and natural. You do things in pattern, like Jesus, like for instance, Abel sacrificed a lamb in the beginning unto God. The lamb, God told Moses and Aaron to sit upon a lamb. Tell the congregation to get a lamb without no blemish. Bam! See, Jesus become the Lamb of God. You see that pattern? See, that is a pattern, a position of power that you need to understand about spiritual warfare, that, of course, the kingdom of darkness know about this. And the thing is, they had established a sacrificial pattern here. And they, I know you know about the Will Smith of the New Orleans Saints got shot. And as you know, Prince got killed. And you put, William and Prince together, you get Prince William. Prince William of the England guy, over there. Now, interesting that Prince William's birthday is right near the summer solstice. See how they're playing their games? They know about the summer solstice. And now the thing is, they're getting ready, that I've been doing videos on for a while. They're getting ready for now on the summer solstice. What's also connected to the summer solstice is the silver gate. The silver gate. Now, I did messages on the silver gate and the golden gate. There's a silver gate and a golden gate out in space. You know what I'm saying? And they know about those places, or those high places. Now, you got to remember, the Bible talks about the spirit of wickedness in high places. And it talks about the prince and powers in heavenly places. See, they know about the heavenly places of power that they need to obtain if they want to try to defeat, really, us. You can't defeat God. You can't defeat Jesus Christ. But it's all about defeating us, or defeating those that are of darkness. You know what I'm saying? Or keeping people deceived and, taking over, conquering them, pretty much. But what they're waiting for, that I did research on. Now, I want to talk about Mr. Kanye West. Kanye West had an album that came out recently, and he had a video on YouTube that is like a long, short story, something like that. And he, at the beginning of his video, I think he's riding on a motorcycle, and all of a sudden some comet fell down from heaven, and he ran up to the comet, or something, rode up to the comet, and he saw this lady dressed as a bird. She was dressed as a bird. And he picked him up and took him to his house and stuff like that. And now this lady that he took and picked up, that dressed as a bird, is the symbol of the phoenix. And the phoenix is what the kingdom of darkness is waiting for. And now the phoenix that I did, try to do study and make a pattern here, and a pattern that makes sense concerning the summer solstice, because the summer solstice is the powerful pattern. The phoenix is supposed to be, as what the Illuminati and Freemasons know, is supposed to be a rebirth, bring rebirth or rejuvenation. But rejuvenation for who? Or what? You know what I'm saying? But they're waiting for the phoenix. And as you can see on the Katy Perry did the Super Bowl a long time ago, and she was dressed as the phoenix. You know what I'm saying? They're preparing for the phoenix, And the thing is, the phoenix, I believe, is going to enter the gate on the summer solstice. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's so significant. And what's so significant in the summer solstice that I did research on concerning the South America, the Mayans and the Incas and all those people, they reverence, they create their buildings based upon the progressions of the sun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they build their things based upon the progression of the sun. That's what's important about the summer solstice, because they understand about in South America about the worshiping of the sun and sun worship. Summer solstice, the sun worship. See how that goes. The sun worship, as you can see, that's going on around and been going on for a long time and still going on right now, is that they're waiting for this gate to open, that the phoenix go in there, and they will bring forth the sun gods. Yeah. They're waiting for the sun gods to come. And what time and what better time for them to come is on the summer solstice, is what I believe that they're preparing for. And as you know, Barack Obama had this dinner or something on May 1st that they're talking about, that he was talking about, jokingly talking about that there's going to be an end of the republic and stuff, all kind of stuff like that, trying to give people signs of stuff. And Barack Obama is now issuing out all these executive orders, of getting power to, of course, to the position of presidency and all kind of things. But you're supposed to, this is your final term of president. Why are you putting out executive orders? Somebody else supposed to, Hillary or Donald Trump is supposed to be president? No. That is all a distraction. It's all a distraction, all a game. The thing is, it's all about the summer solstice of this year. You know what I'm saying? As I showed you, Prince William, born on near the summer solstice. You know what I'm saying? Prince gone, William Smith gone. They're getting ready for the summer solstice. And as I talked to you about, that God has already put a sign in the June 15th, 2011, concerning about the victory over them. But here's what's going to happen. Pretty much 1 Thessalonians 5 is going to probably happen. They shall scream peace and safety, and all of a sudden destruction shall happen. But the whole idea of this idea is, are you in the light? You know what I'm saying? It's all about, are you in the light? You know what I'm saying? You're not operating in darkness, spiritual darkness. Are you in the light of Christ? Are you shining out your light among men? Is what's important about this video. That now is the time for you to start seeking to be a part and start fellowshipping with the light. You know what I'm saying? Because summer solstice is coming and approaching pretty fast. And the thing is, you don't want to be a part of darkness, because a whole lot of crazy, chaotic things are going to be happening. As what I believe in the summer solstice is going to happen is the evil day that is prophesied, that Paul talks about, the evil day in Ephesians 6, and Jesus talked about in Matthew 6. Notice the 6. I just noticed that. Matthew 6 and 34. You know what I'm saying? In Ephesians 6 and 13. That it talks about the evil day. And I truly believe that this is what's going to take place in the summer solstice, based upon the idea, the pattern that I'm seeing. So the thing is, get ready, start fellowshipping with the light, start seeking after the Christians of the light, become one in fellowship, is what you need to do concerning this time we're living in, to be in the right place at the right time and be prepared for war. based upon 1 Thessalonians 5. That's the message. To God be the glory. Here in forever and ever in Jesus' name. Amen.